So we're not going to be doing any forward bends. I want you to find whatever seat feels good to you. Put whatever leg out in front that works, right? If you want to bring heel in front of heel, or if you'd rather just close down a little bit more, if you want to sit up on a block, anything goes. Just you be comfortable. And as you settle in and close the eyes, we're going to start to focus in on the breath. And I want you to really concentrate on the inhalation, drawing you down, grounding you, feeling rooted and firm. And then on the exhale, as you exhale, I want you to feel a release upward, as if everything is moving up into the heavens. So you're opening up the chest, opening up the crown of the head, energetically envisioning that upward motion on the exhalation. So inhaling, we're rooting, we're grounding, we're feeling firm. And that exhale, we're feeling light. Just focus there. Really have to mentally put yourself in that position to think that way as you're breathing. Albert Einstein said that there are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other as though everything is a miracle. Right? So it comes back down to, what do we tell ourselves? What stories do we tell ourselves? Can we sort of have that idea of everything has its opposite, right? That yin, that yang, that's what we're doing right now with our breathing. That inhale grounding, that exhale lifting. We're going to do some of that in our practice today, right? So we want to sort of move into that idea of not worrying, not taking on the stress. The opposite of that, releasing, of letting go, right? Of coming into a place of not surrender where we're giving up, right? But understanding that sometimes the stories we tell ourselves go down this rabbit hole of not necessarily the truth, right? So we can always stay in that present space, that present moment, that even keel. Take a couple of more breaths, just like that. Breathing in, grounding. Exhaling, feeling light. And then go ahead and you can open the eyes. We're going to start making some torso rules here. So maybe you'd like to, at this point, take the opposite leg on top or in front, right? Just to kind of change it up a little bit, because we were there for a little while. And so just sort of loosening up here, maybe the hands on the knees. And I just want you to take those big sweeping circles. Maybe you let the head go into it, neck. If those hips move off the mat, that's okay. Hello, Chewy. And we're gonna go the other way, right? Sweeping around, lubricating, warming up. And then coming back to center, let's take that left hand to the outside of that left thigh and reach your right arm up. Notice, I want you to exaggerate. Draw the shoulder up to the ear, right? That's our no-no. And then relax it back and down as you keep reaching those fingers up towards sky. Now bend into that left hand and take it over to the left. Look up. Relax your shoulders, open the chest. Inhale, let's come back through center. Let that right hand come down. Let that left arm come up and extend. Take that exaggeration, right? So we're letting that shoulder blade come up and then drawing it down. Find that nice baby bear, that sweet spot. Sweet bend to the right. So press your right hip, your left hip down. So like we're lengthening that whole side body, right? All the way. And then taking it back. Interlace the fingers behind the back. And then draw your fingertips towards the floor. Open the chest, gaze lifts. Feel that little bit of a back bend here. You can stretch the front of the throat. Enjoy that breath. And then exhale, hinge forward just a couple of inches. So we're not going all the way to the floor. We're extending the arms back. The crown of the head is reaching forward. And then we're coming back to center. Let those hands come behind you. Go ahead and release those feet. So they're about a little wider than hips width distance, yeah? We're gonna let those knees drop to the left. And we're gonna look to the right. So again, try not to dump into the shoulders. Lift the chest and let those shoulder blades draw back. And look to the right. Take it through center and we'll go the other way. Kind of like we're like, yeah, we're posing, right? Little boudoir. Over. Right? I'm a miracle. I'm sexy and I know it. Over to the left. I swear to God, I'm a mess tonight. All right, come back through center. I don't know where my brain goes sometimes. So let's just go ahead and come to stand, right? So just take your time. We're going to come to a stand. And then again, I want you to interlace your fingers behind your back. Open up that chest, gaze lift. Press your fingertips towards your heels. And then come back through center. Inhale, arms reach up and over the head. Excuse me. Interlace the fingers. Press your palms up towards sky. So we're grounding through the feet. That's our inhale. Our exhale is lifting our chest to the heavens. We're opening and expanding here. I want you to imagine like a little Ustrasana, like a little camel. So the tailbone is tucking under. We're pressing the pelvis forward. The chest is lifted and open. And we're breathing right here. And then we're going to come up to a gentle Tadasana mountain pose. And then just tilt to the left. And we're going to hold it. We're going to press down into that right foot, open up the chest, kick out that right hip, come back through center. Take it to the other side. Really opening, taking your time, noticing each part of the body, trying not to dump into the joints here, but really using the muscles, coming back through center. Good. We're going to go ahead and sweep those arms back and down again. This time as we open the chest, we're going to bend the knees and find this like mini chair with a little bit of a sway back. So again, we have like this arch opening up the chest, kind of like the cat-cow, and then sweep the arms up into a chair. So feel that tailbone grow longer, right? So we just took that arch out of the spine and we dropped the tailbone down. Coming into a nice strong chair. My legs are apart here. So maybe you want to explore that just for a minute, right? So our feet are right underneath our hips. Take one last breath and then inhale. Nice, straighten the arms. Good, let's exhale. We're gonna take the hands to the floor as we bend the knees, right? You can even bring your hands onto the thighs. Keep looking forward. Find the floor with your hands and then step that left foot back. Turn the toes down, and then I want you to come up into a warrior one, right? So we didn't drop the head. Square off the hips, yeah? Drop in. I want you to think about rooting through your feet. So your front foot pressing forward, your back foot pressing back, right? That exhale is lifting through the chest. Let's go ahead and interlace those fingers again. Press them up towards sky and then take them back slightly. So you might have a little bit of a back bend again here. Look up at the ceiling or where the ceiling meets the wall. Energize those legs. Feel the breath moving in the chest. Good, and letting those hands sweep back behind you. Go ahead and interlace those fingers. hold your arms back, lean forward with your front foot, and then peel your left foot off the ground. Hold it. And release. Release your arms. Inhale, reach up, interlace the fingers. Find that little back bend. Back bend as you exhale, sweep those arms back behind you. Reach for the floor. And then find chair, Utkatasana. Bend deeply, hands to the floor. Keep looking forward, step the left foot back, turn the toes out, and find warrior one again on the other side. Again, remember to press forward, lift your arches of your feet. So you're pressing down into the feet, you're lifting the arches, like that rebound, right? That bouncing effect. Interlace those fingers, press them up towards sky. Shoulder blades down the back, right? That opposition, breathing, inhaling, grounding, exhaling, feeling light. Open up that chest and then exhale, sweep those arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, press your fingers towards the heel. Hold here, hinge forward, and then bring that left foot up, right foot up, right, left, get a little confused. Step that right foot left to the left. Inhale, reach those arms up. Again, interlace the fingers, stretch the chest open. Exhale, sweep the hands behind the back. Getting lots of shoulder work today, opening up the chest. Exhale, find chair. We're gonna move into a little side twist in chair. So let those palms come to heart center. Hinge forward as you bend a little bit more deeply in the knees. Take the right arm to the left arm to the outside of the right knee. Remember, we're working on opening up the chest, right? So if the elbow has to come between the knees, that's okay too. Maybe the arms open, maybe they say a prayer. That's your choice, right? We're looking to the right. We're gonna come back through center and come to stand. Take a minute here, close the eyes, find a nice strong Tadasana. Inhale, ground down. Exhale, up to the heavens. Remembering you are a miracle. You can choose to look at everything in your life that way. Last breath. Go ahead, find chair again, Utkatasana. We're strengthening those thighs. Taking that hinge forward, take it to the other side. Right elbow outside of the left knee as we twist the chest open. If you open your arms and you decide you don't like it, you can close them down. If you feel like you've taken your arms too far, you can always bring them between the knees. Beautiful. Come back through center. Inhale, sweep those arms up and over the head. Press those palms up towards the ceiling. Arch the back, stretch through the front of the neck, the throat, and then come to center. Inhale here, exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, center, over to the other side. Keep going just like that. Can you flow with the breath? We'll do one more on both sides. And as we come back through center, we're going to bring those palms together at heart center. Bend the knees. Let's find a chair pose here. Lift up onto that ball of that left foot. And then we're going to just step that left foot back and we're going to find ourselves into a lunge position. Good. Drop that back heel and then open up warrior two. So if you find that you want a little bit of, kind of self-adjustment, go ahead and unbend your front knee slightly. right? Drop into that left hip, open it up, rebend that front leg, press out like you're ripping that mat apart, yeah? Maybe even check in with that pelvis, right? So we're not kind of tucking it too far one direction or the other. Gaze over those front fingers. Shoulder blades down the back. Excuse me. Reversing the warrior, let that right arm reach up. And then exhale, warrior two. We're going to straighten the front leg, find triangle. Reach forward with the right hand and then just tilt. Doesn't have to be a big triangle today, right? We can just go very small. Keep that chest lifted, arm lifted. And then come back up. Good. Bring the hands to the hips and turn the right toes in. Bring the heels and toes in until you feel comfortable here. We're going to take a squat. Arms are going to come into the goalpost and we're going to wrap. So we're going to take that right arm underneath the left and feel how we're going to go into those eagle arms, right? So lift the elbows up towards the shoulders and draw the fingers away from the face. Inhale, press down. Exhale, lift up. Go ahead and sweep those arms out, straighten the legs, reach up, and then take it back down, other side. Left arm underneath the right. Open up those knees as much as you can. Press into the outside edge of your feet. Go ahead and open it up one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Good. We're going to take it into the other side. So coming into warrior two, just go ahead and turn the left toes out, right? Rearrange yourself however you need to. Gaze over those left fingers. Drop into that left knee as much as you can. Reverse the warrior. Let that left arm reach up. And then again, we find warrior two, straightening the left leg, reaching forward and then hinging. Press down, lift up. Yin and yang. Press down, lift up. All right, good. Bend into that knee. Find your warrior two. Sweep it into a high lunge. Good. Let's go ahead and bring those hands at heart center. Hinge forward and go ahead and step that right foot up to meet the left and sit again in chair. Squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the knees together. Come down as low as you can in your chair. And then inhale, let's come to stand. Good. So maybe find your middle of your mat. We're going to open up our legs, turn the toes out. We're going to lubricate a little bit into the knee joints. We're going to make our way all the way down to the floor. So maybe you want to keep your hands at heart center. If it's easier to keep your hands on your hips, you can. But I want you to focus here on opening up the knees as you bend. We're moving into Malasana from a standing position. So if you want to sit on the block as you come down, you can do that as well, yeah? All right, so this is our exhale and our inhale comes up. Each time you exhale, try to just sink down a little bit deeper, right? So we're really mindfully bending and lifting. Bending, keep the chest nice and tall, right? We're taking our time. We're getting low. We're looking straight ahead. And then we come down to our seat. Maybe we have to wiggle those feet around. Press those elbows into the knees. If you're like, Leah, I hate this, grab your block. Sit up on your block. Lift through the chest. We're gonna be here for a skinny minute, so I really want you to make it comfortable, right? If you need that block, take it, sit on it. It's okay. We're going to work on the chest, a little chest opening here. So you see I grab my block. So my chest is lifted. I'm grounding down. We're going to release that left hand right outside that left foot. And then we're going to take that right arm up. We're going to gaze up and breathe. And we're going to come back to center. And then we're going to take it the other direction. Right hand to the floor. Lift through the left arm. Open the chest. Taking our time, breathing deeply. And then again, coming back through center. Oh, that should feel good. All right, if you're on that block, we're going to make our way to the mat. So just go ahead and lift it up, take it out from underneath you. And let's find a seat here. Yeah, so we're going to open those legs nice and wide. I want you to turn those toes up towards the ceiling. Then I want you to turn to the right. Now, when you start to hinge forward, I don't want you to worry that your left hip might be coming up off the floor. That's okay. All I want you to do is think about stretching that chest forward, right? And we're digging that right heel into the mat and pulling it back towards our body. Toes are pointing up. Keep that left leg active. And again, don't really worry if that hip is coming off the floor. Not a big deal. Hello, Willie. I'm telling you, this yoga class has gone to the dogs. And come back up. Ooh, good. Maybe shake it out for a sec and we'll do the other side. So go ahead and lift the chest. Square off over that left leg. Deep breath in, exhale. Take a slight hinge forward. Push down, pull back. Push down, pull back. That's going to lift the chest, shoulder blades away from the ears, shoulder blades relaxing down the back. Nice, full deep breaths. And then walking our way back up. Go ahead and bring those feet together. Maybe a little bit of butterfly legs here, just a little shimmying of the knees up and down. And bring those feet to the floor, hands behind your back like we started. Let those legs go to the left. I want you to look over the right shoulder. Release the shoulder blades down. Come back through center, take them to the other side. Good. Come back through center. Try to bring yourself forward, right? So we're back in our Malasana. Hands to the floor. I want you to use your hands here, maybe even up on your fingertips, yeah? Come forward, hands to the thighs, and then stand. Good job. All right. So because we did a lot of this, I'm sure you guessed we're going to eagle. All right. So this is going to be our little standing balance sequence. If you want to use the block for eagle, right, remember, you're going to just take the block to the side of the foot, left foot to start. So we're going to come up onto the ball of the right. You can cross the foot over and step on it. Squeeze the thighs together, bring the knees together, right? If this is it, this is fine. Remember, we're doing that opposition. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lifting up. So if you're like, I can do this pretty easily, comfortably, maybe you wrap that leg around as you sit down. We're going to bring those hands onto goalpost arms, yeah? We're going to take that right arm underneath the left, lift the elbows, and then bring the fingertips away from the face. Find something in front of you to gaze at that's not moving. Squeeze everything into the midline. Find that breath. Opening up the back of the shoulders. Last breath here. Good. Inhale, open it up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands come alongside the body. Take a minute, close the eyes. Good, go ahead and open your eyes. If you use that block, you're welcome to bring it to the other side. Bend the knees, come up onto the ball of the left foot, cross it over, right? Or wrap the leg. Those arms are gonna come again into goalpost. This time that left arm is coming up underneath the right. Elbows up, fingertips away, squeeze. Finding our eagle here. Our eagle is perched, strong. We're not telling ourselves stories. We're just right here, right now, whatever this is for us, is all there is. Last breath. Open it up and release. And close the eyes. Well done. All right, making our way back to the floor. If you want to kick that block off, if you used it, we're going to come back down the way we did before to open up those legs. We're going to go down a little bit quicker this time, maybe on 3. Inhaling, exhale, and 2, and 3. Whew, good. Sit down. Excellent. Cross the left knee underneath the right. Bring the right on top of the left. Press down into that left foot. Yeah, sit up nice and tall here. Maybe even like, you know, jiggle that hip a little bit and that knee, pulling it into the chest. And then I want you to wrap your left arm around the knee. Right hand comes behind you. If you can try to extend that left arm up and then just cross the elbow to the outside of the right knee. If you can do that, right? You don't have to. That's completely up to you. You can always just wrap it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Look back behind you. Keep your eyes right at that horizon line. Good. Come back through center. Maybe you can cross that knee on top of the other knee. Bring those arms out and then take that right elbow underneath the left. Lift up and hinge forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open up those arms, big stretch, take them back behind you. Uncross the legs, we're gonna do the other side. So you've got that right knee down, left knee up, wrap that right arm around, sit up nice and tall, twist. Beautiful. Take it back to the center, cross that knee on top. If you can, if not, that's okay. Or you can extend the bottom leg, arms come out. Cross that left arm underneath the right, lift the elbows, pull the arms away, right? We've been doing this all class. Find the breath, breathe in to the ground. Exhale to the heavens. And then slowly hinge forward. Release, open everything up, hands come behind the back. Good, this time we're just gonna bring those feet to the floor. Grab your blocks. Actually, don't grab your blocks. Let's just go on down onto our back. Pull the knees into the chest, give them some love. You can make some circles, some figure eights. You can open them wide, anything that feels good. Maybe rock your head side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor here. Oh, nice deep breath in and let it go. Bring the hands up. Lift your seat And so your hands can come up underneath your buttocks. And then let your shoulders walk underneath the body. We're just going to stay here and lift the legs up into Viparita Karani without the block tonight. Just lift your legs. Slowly bring your feet back to the floor. Let those arms come out. Shoulder height, palms face up. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. And then let your legs just fall down to the left. So that right foot is on the floor and the left leg is on the floor. Now, lift your head and take it to the right. Maybe you reach your right arm up over your head, adding a little bit more to the stretch. Good. Release the elbow, uncross the leg, take it back through center. Cross that left ankle on top of the right knee, and then let the legs fall to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Press that knee up towards the ceiling. That ankle is pressing into the knee, up top of the knee, lower thigh. Maybe that left arm stretches up. Maybe it doesn't. It's up to you. Good. Let that elbow come back down. Release the leg. Excellent. Take any last movement that you'd like to make before Shavasana. If you have a blanket, you want to use that, take it, put it on top of your belly or cover yourself up. Find a nice relaxed position on your back. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. I want you to inhale, feel grounded. Exhale, feel light. If you'd rather do your Shavasana sitting, you can do that. You don't have to lay down. It could be like a yoga nidra, it could be a meditation. Just find the breath, settle the body. If you find yourself weaving those stories, just let it go. There's a Sufi poet that said, every particle of creation sings its own song of what is and what is not. Hearing what is can make you wise. Hearing what is not can make you mad. Right? Hear what is. As you're ready, bringing your attention back to the space, wiggling fingers and toes, you roll the wrists and the ankles, bending the knees, making your way back upright to a comfortable seat. Coming full circle, back to the way we began. Let the hands flow to the heart. Taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat for this practice, and remembering that there are two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle, and the other as though everything is a miracle. And remembering you are a miracle. Let's close with one Om. Inhale. Om. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Lee.
You are welcome.